how does the process of getting to that place happen for you? Because for many of us, it's a learning experience, it's a life experience. Maybe for some, it's an academic experience. You have mentors, or you go through programs. What was the path for you like? To getting to the point where you feel now that you're a leader, or that you can share that knowledge with others. What has that path been like?
Well, I think, like I said, the important thing is if you're going to lead somebody to do something effectively, you need to believe in the value of what you're leading them to. I think that communication is critical. I think honesty and integrity is critical. I think that we're all grown-ups, and we know that nobody's perfect, and I think it's really important for a leader to be able to acknowledge that things aren't really perfect.
Sure.
And that leaders make mistakes. I think that it's important to share information candidly, and sometimes the information is positive and sometimes it isn't. But if you can share that information, and if, as my dad used to say, you can keep your eye upon the donut and not upon the hole, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other, in order to achieve that goal. It's funny, I mentioned before that my brother's a football coach. He's a tremendous coach. I mean, he's really achieved a great deal in terms of having a positive impact on the lives of the kids that he coaches, and he's had very successful football teams. And this year, for the fourth time, his team went to the New York State Finals, which happens in Syracuse every year. And so some of the speeches that he was giving as they went through the playoffs and all were on television on MSG. And it was particularly heartening to hear him talking to his team about my dad, who, as I said, cut stone, swung a sledgehammer a lot. And it really brought tears to my eyes to hear my brother telling his kids that if they kept chopping away, if they kept chipping away the way that sledgehammer chipped away at the stone, that they would get to the place where they needed to be. And I think that's part of what leadership is about. You can't have leadership without hard work, and you can't just talk about hard work. You have to be willing to do what you're asking people to do. And I try to do that.
That raises my next question. What are you chipping away at? What's next for VEME? What's next for you?
Well, our goals for VEME are pretty lofty.
As they should be.
We aspire to produce and acquire the best that there is in terms of our core channel. We are in 70% of America's Hispanic TV households today, which is 65 million general market households and about 9.5 million Hispanic TV households, plus another 1.2 million in Puerto Rico. We'd like to be in 100% of America's Hispanic TV households. We have developed additional channels. You'll be reading soon about the distribution of the first of those additional channels. We aspire to grow with our corporate partnerships and our revenues, advertising revenues in particular, as well as other types of revenues, so that we can create more content online and essentially become a major media conglomerate.
Do you see yourself with them obviously those are long-term goals as well. I mean, you're in for the long haul. Definitely.
No doubt.
Okay. Good to hear.
It's not entirely up to me, but I'd like to think I'm in it for the long haul.
But for now, definitely.